on to you Sagittarius out here. So hope y'all are having a great day. You Sagittarius have the Hanged Man, the Page of Swords, and then you have the Queen of Swords. Oh yeah, this is my official Kareemspiritworks merch. Go ahead and get the merch, right? Hoodies, sweatpants, t-shirts, sweaters at the link in the comment section below. The Linktree link, click on it, right? Go ahead. That definitely does keep the channel going. Listen, so for you Sagittarius, a lot of you very much so are learning how to be very patient, learning how to actually be selective about the quality of the people that you're meeting. Because as it is, I said in the last Sagittarius video, a lot of you are learning that, you know, the best thing for you to do is don't put a timetable on things, but if things don't, just be careful. You know, just be careful. I know it may seem a little bit like too much, but it's really quite simple. What it is just that other people are making it a difficult thing because they like playing games. And so because they like to play games, that's what makes it difficult, right? But it's really not that difficult at all. Because what it is that ultimately you're just supposed to essentially get to know the person, feel them out, see what it is that they are about. Get to know them a little bit, you know. And like it is, I said before, you know, see how it is that, see what it is that they can bring to the table. You know, I've talked about this plethora of times because it is the truth. The 50-50 relationships are the only kind of relationships that work. You got people from all over the world. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna try to see if I can find the video of people in Holland, people in not in Holland, it's Switzerland, people in Switzerland talking about, yeah, we do 50-50 over here. Like, the States is the only place in the world really like that, where like people think that 50-50 is odd. You dig what I'm saying? But in countries that are working and stuff like this, in other countries that are working, 50-50 is literally normal. It's like, yeah, there's nothing special. That's why it is I'm saying, like, again, it's odd to see people get so bent out of shape about 50-50. It's like, if you complaining about 50-50, I don't know what to tell you. You know, and I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about anyone in general. Like, if a person is complaining about 50-50, it says something about their character. It's like, okay, person is playing, because why is it that the discussion of 50-50, when the discussion of 50-50 pops up, so many people clutch their pearls? And it's like, no, but when you go to other places in the world, Switzerland, Thailand, the Philippines, right? Brazil, in a lot of places, the concept of 50-50 is not like this whacked out, wild out kind of thought. This is normal. So it's like, it just goes to show you that this ideology, this is what I've been saying for years. People have this delusion of grandeur that usury is the order of the day. Because I'm gonna get into it, right? That's usury is what it is. The concept that the concept that if a person doesn't take a loss, every time they interact with you, they have to deal with some form of loss. They have to pay to hang out with you. If they not you, but I'm saying that you have to pay to hang out with them. You have to, every time you interact with them, you got to compensate them for that. What do you think that is? You dig what I'm saying? So I'm saying all that to say that a lot of you Sagittarius are paying attention to see, how does a person move with you? You have to be very selective about the quality of the people that you keep, yo. I can't tell you Sagittarius enough. You have to be careful with that, because the reason why is because you can really get yourselves played out here if you choose the wrong person. So you have to be very careful and mindful, watchful. You have to peep game. You have to really see, like, okay. And this is what's made a lot of you Sagittarius a little bit apprehensive, because the Queen of Swords represents you looking at it like who's real and who's not. And the answer to that is you have to be able to an honest answer to that is you Sagittarius are going to have to be the judges of that yourselves. And what I mean by that is y'all are going to have to individually comb through the people that come into your life and decide for yourself from your own knowledge, wisdom, and understanding if they are worthy or if they are not. That's how you find out who is who. A lot of the times, sometimes you can't look at somebody and be able to tell that they're trash. Sometimes you can. Sometimes you can tell a person is for the streets, but then other times you can't tell a person is for the streets. There's a whole lot of people who sit up online who talk about how they white magicians and all of that stuff. But then when you actually paying attention to them, they're talking to a delusion. They're trying to get other people to follow them. They want fellowship. They want to start some sort of congregation. You understand what I'm saying? They want to have people as followers. They want to be centered around. And what I'm trying to say to you is that that's not how the things actually work. You Sagittarius are going to have to comb through it yourself, meaning that you Sagittarius are going to have to actually find out as you get to know these people yourselves. Because the Empress and the King of Pentacles represent, yeah, you Sagittarius have gotten to know some people, but they're bums. Because even if they do have money of their own, they looking at you like, okay, they want you to pay, or they still want you Sagittarius to pay, or they want you Sagittarius to like give them your body or something like that, or you know what I'm saying? Like they're just not as the relationship dynamics, like how you Sagittarius are able to just see that how they're moving with you now, it's not going to be a very good mix talking about you would be in a good relationship with them, because they already do things that are reaction seeking now, right? Doing everything that they can to get on your nerves, have you always upset. Those type of people, they goofy, spending all their time, spending their life trying to get attention, trying to be reaction seeker. It's like, listen, if you gonna be respected, you gotta stop doing that. If you're gonna be taken seriously, if you want to be respected, whenever it is that you walk into the room, you got to stop doing that nonsense. And I'm not saying that life is always about super serious and militant. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is there's a time and a place. Being goofy and being goofy at other people's expense, where it's like the person ain't done anything to you and you just being a jerk off, that's lame. That's goofy. That's goofy. That's weird, because it's like, what are you doing? You dig? So a lot of you Sagittarius understand that you can't take certain people seriously. And you Sagittarius yourselves are starting to see certain patterns that some people have too. And like it is, I said before, the same person, different shirt. Like they can't do anything different. They so cookie cutter. Like, and now you Sagittarius are starting to see, because you gain the experience. You're gaining the experience to know what I'm talking about. See, when I used to say this stuff, a lot of no matter what zodiac sign it was, y'all would have been like, what? I don't know what you're talking about, right? In certain areas. Some areas you would have been like, yeah, but in some areas you Sagittarius would have been like, I don't know what you're talking about. But now that you Sagittarius actually experiencing some of the stuff that I've been talking about for years, now y'all are understanding what it is that I've been saying. You know, some people you can't take seriously because they're jerk offs. They want to waste time. trying to be reaction seeking, being stupid. Like you can't talk to these people, fam. That's a lost cause. So the Two of Wands represents, again, they, trying to get you upset, and then stand back and have you wild out on them, and then they flip it and be like, look how much you care. These people are idiots. And you're gonna get that kind of reaction. You know how many times people have like, oh, I'm gonna come through and get a reading, and then they don't? It's like, bro, keep your money, goofy. Seriously, keep it. You know what I'm saying? Because the way that they say it is, oh, because I'm gonna tell you what it is. They'll say, I'm gonna come through and get this on this particular day, and then they flake. You goofy. And this is why I say that there's a lot of these dudes who are questionable, because I've seen, because you only do that when you scared, because you thinking of it like a date. Y'all need to come out. Y'all need to stop playing. That's suspect. If you're that type of person, whatever. I'm not that type of person. Stop playing games. Because this is part of why it is that on the other side, the ladies be giving us a hard time. Because we be on some dysfunctional stuff too. A lot of you guys be on some, y'all gotta, if y'all don't want to be seen as suspect, y'all gotta cut that out. Let the ladies flake and do all that stuff. If we saying as men, if we say we're gonna be here at this time, that's what men do. This type of stuff of, oh, I'm gonna be here. Then you flake, we are going to clown that. We are going to humiliate that. We are going to make you feel bad. We are not going to respect that. We are going to look down on that. We are going to shame that. We're not going to take you seriously. So let's see how many goofies start to do that, revealing their hands, showing how suspect they are after today. Oh, I'm going to be here at this time. I'm a man, and I'm going to be here at this time. And then flake. Let's see. Put yourselves out there. Let's see how many of these goofies expose themselves. Oh, I'm gonna be here at this time. Yo, you suspect. You suspect. You in question, bruh. So you have the Three of Swords, and then you have the King of Swords, right? Reason why it is that I did all of that in the first place was to bring attention to the light of how it doesn't make, it's so odd because I'm saying all this, right? I said all that to say that it's a waste of time, because, and I've talked about this off camera, my dear Sagittarius, do grown-ups really understand that they're grown-ups? I've asked this question. And what I mean by that is, and I'm going to be perfectly honest, Sagittarius, grown-ups tend to have a very juvenile mentality. And what I mean by that is this ideology that, like, they feel like they need to sugarcoat everything. They feel like they need to, they followers. They follow up what's behind what's being trendy. And it's like, if you're going to be considered an adult, one of the life lessons that I learned, my dear Sagittarius, is that if a person is going to be considered an adult, and this is how it is that I noticed some grown-ups are very juvenile and they're really immature, but they really playing like they've actually grown up. Show and prove. Because one of the greatest life lessons that I've realized from my own experience coming up is that no matter who you are, no matter how likable you are, no matter what you do, no matter how popular you are, no matter how many times you rub people the right way, people are going to find some way, somebody is going to find something to be upset at you about, no matter how stupid or downright idiotic it is. So the ideology of needing to get along, to go along, is asinine. It's stupid. Because no matter how great, no matter how wonderful you are, somebody literally will come up with a reason, no matter how stupid it is, no matter how idiotic it sounds. I've seen people come here on my channel and talk about how it is that they're going to thumb down the video, or imply that they'll thumb down the video because there's cops in you know what I'm saying, there's cops in a cop car driving down the street, as if I have something to, as if I can control that. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like you just have to mature and understand that some of these people are this is why I'm trying to say, they're short yellow bus. You can't take them all too seriously. You have to take them seriously enough to understand that, you know, yes, anyone can be dangerous, and you have to look out for yourself. But you can't take them seriously in the realm of adulthood. You have to look at them like, you really can't take them seriously and respect them in the realm of an adult. It's more like grown-up children at large. It's people who are that legal age and above legal age, and they could take a sip or two or whatnot, but they're really goofies. They're really goofballs. They're really not really meant to be taken too seriously. You know what I'm saying? When they down bad, they deserve to be down bad, because they spend so much of their time that they should be getting their stuff together, wasting it being a jerk off all day, jerking people's chain. So you can't take them seriously. They're idiots. They're slow. They're slow. Okay? Because when you don't take life seriously enough, this is how it is that you Sagittarius see people in their 40s and their 50s and later talking about, it's now time to get serious. What does this have to do with the reading? Three of Swords, King of Swords. This is about mending your broken heart. This is about you Sagittarius having to come to this realization of that. This is about you Sagittarius having to understand this realization. Then you have the Three of Pentacles and the King of Swords. You just have to keep interacting with others. Don't take it too personally. Some of these people are just idiots. They're short yellow bus. And just really move forward. And really, how you know, and you'll learn along the way who's real and who's not. Who's real and who's not. Because people who are fake, they all really do the same thing in a sense. You know? Because, for instance, right, like all decent guys, like all of the decent guys that I've known, I'm talking about the decent guys that I've known, right? The guys that understand the burden and the power of responsibility. They're very solid individuals. And how I could tell is because they usually like to travel by themselves. They move by themselves. They're solitary. They're to themselves. Yeah, they may socialize with other people if and when they get a chance, and they know how to socialize, and they even may know how to play nice and may know how to be a team player. But they usually end up being a team player based upon the fact that they don't really have anything to prove, because they have an idea of their own strength and their own power. It's the goofies that are all constantly all up in the face of other people, jerking their chain, telling lies, yapping, running their mouth, trying to make promises and stuff like this that they know that they can't keep. Those are the people that you can tell like really can't really be taken seriously like that, and they're usually not. And then they try to have themselves like a significant other, and then like they're struggling even in their own relationships, and they trying to make themselves sound really innocent on either side, regardless of whatever you into. And part of the reason why it is, my dear Sagittarius, that they'll do stuff like that in the first place is because they know that they're jerk-offs. what they're trying to do is, this is the type of stuff that on both sides be talking about, that both sides are hiding. When it come time now to stop being an idiot, stop being a jerk off, to stop acting like you stupid, stop acting like you on the short yellow bus, people don't want to stop acting like they on the short yellow bus. But what they trying to do is, when the other person spazzes it out on them, or the other person is like, stop, if we're adults, let's be adults here about this, then they want to try to make it seem like the other person needs to lighten up, and the other person is taking things too personally. And it's like, but what is so exciting about someone wasting their life, squandering opportunities that they have, sabotaging every opportunity, right? They go on to a cruise ship, they on the cruise, then the people end up throwing them into the who's gal because of the fact that they can't stop themselves from getting into heated arguments with the captain of the ship, the crew of the ship, the staff of the ship. What are you doing? Why must you, why must this, not you, but why must this person literally go out of their way to make a problem out of stuff when everybody's supposed to be chilling? You on a cruise, like you know what I'm saying? Like, what is the mentality with that? So a lot of you Sagittarius have to understand, a lot of this stuff, you're going to find out who's real and who's fake on your own. And please, this is why I said that you have to develop a sense of humor. And I'm gonna get deeper. This is why you Sagittarius have to develop a sense of humor, because you start to realize that all these people doing all this goofy stuff, when you really pay attention to their life and you actually kind of do your research on them, some of them living in their cars, some of them don't wash themselves, they come outside the house looking filthy. You can tell that they don't bathe. You could tell that they have problems with their health. They live a sedentary lifestyle. They don't actually get up and move much. But they sit up there trying to get you on your nerves. They playing telephone tag with you. They over here trying to stunt and put on for the gram. They're trying to be seen as cool all day. They care so much about social media. Social media got their brain, got them caught. So you have to develop a level of sense of humor, because these individuals, when you really do the research to some of them, all the relationships that they get themselves into, it seems perfect on the outside, but then it's like you see them have one big problem with each other, usually in the public eye, and then they have a falling out, and then the next thing you know, all this imperfections come out, where they're telling each other that they were doing this nonsense to each other the whole time, and dysfunctional and all this other type of stuff. And you're like, but I thought y'all was playing it off like y'all were perfect. So you can't take it personally. Let's clarify the Knight of Swords. You can't take it personally, Sagittarius. The Four of Pentacles, the Four of Wands, the Five of Swords, the Two of Pentacles, and then you have the Temperance, to clarify the Knight of Swords. So these three cards right here for you Sagittarius represents how a lot of you just have to remain solid. You have to understand that, a lot of things in this world is not necessarily what it is that you think that it is. And the Two of Pentacles and the Temperance represents, you have to have patience. It can be a little bit frustrating, but you really do need to have patience, because what doesn't come out in the rinse comes out in the wash. Meaning that when you Sagittarius take a moment as you're meeting people and they act like they're idiots with you, when you take a minute and you think about it and you just don't react, and you sit there and you really think about it, you'll really understand that it's better for you as Sagittarius to not have actually went out with this person, been in a relationship with this person, that this person was really sparing you from hanging out with them any more than you Sagittarius did, just from pure curiosity of even asking them their name or whatever. So that's pretty much it for now. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. Peace.